Good afternoon. This is Clyde Gillette right here coming to you live from Garifuna TV. And of course, you know who's on the behind the camera right now, my man Francois Estrada Extraordinaire. Anyway, we're here right now at the Consulate General of Belize, office located here in Los Angeles, California. And a very momentous occasion today happens to be Celeste Peterson's honorable day here at her art exhibit. Let's go ahead and just talk to her right now and see exactly what's going on. Celeste, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing very good, thank you.
Would you like to give us a sense of what's happening, what's taking place here today at this consulate office?
Well, today we have my exhibition, and everything in the exhibition is focused on forwarding Belizean art and culture. So you'll see a lot of wildlife, a lot of Belizean landscapes, anything to promote the Belizean culture.
Wow, wow. Do you guys hear that? Wildlife and landscape. That's more like a sustainable appeal to what the Belize is noted for as the tropical splendid eco of this paradise location. Now, what's your favorite painting that's going to be shown here at this exhibit today? Would you kind of like give us a little sense of why that is important and so special to you?
Well, I really like my jaguar painting. It was the first painting that I did about 3 years ago. I hadn't painted in 10 years, and I was just really inspired to paint because I was doing a show that would benefit the Belize Cancer Center. So if it was up to me, if I just wanted to paint to have fun, I couldn't do it. But when it's to benefit my community and other people, then it comes really naturally, and I get my inspiration that way.
A worthy cause, and the cancer is a real big topic these days. You know, with the awakening with our First Lady, Mrs. Barrow, who we all send our love and support to her as well, because we do these things in honor to create those avenues to let those know back home that we are here and are supportive, are willing to shed our concerns to be able to tackle these obstacles, you know, and get beyond these things so we can all live truly happy in the Belizean community. Why did you use that jaguar as a symbol?
Well, jaguars are known for their strength, their beauty.
Hold on a minute, hold on. Come on a little closer
Yeah.
here. Let's get a little personal so the
Yeah.
camera can see the reason that she is using the jaguar. Tell them again.
Well, jaguars are known for their strength and their beauty. It's one of our most majestic creatures that we have in the Belizean rainforest. So,
Wow, isn't that such a symbolism that we can kind of say that the Belizean youth are that inner strength that we have to dedicate ourselves to in Belize right now? Look to yourself right now. This artist expression right here is coming from love inside and dedication. After 10 years, she has not picked up the brush, and she decided to pick up the brush. And the first thing that she did was about something to help someone, a cause, bring awareness. That's truly something remarkable, and we like to shed those messages back to. What message would you want to offer to those Belizean youth back there, or adults, to carry that vision a little bit further, do something, find something to move you further? What message would you want to give them back home?
well, a lot of the kids in Belize, they have this idea that when people go to the United States, they just get busy, they work, and they forget about them. So it's just reminding them that we're here in LA and we are very busy, but we still take our time out of our day, and we're doing stuff to give back and support to the children in Belize.
Give back and support. That is a 2012 slogan that all Belizeans around the world, under conditions that's happening back home, are looking towards giving back and supporting everything that we're doing to try to make a difference, to try to let those know in the communities that you are not forgotten. And your flavor and your style and your Belizean blood runs through this wonderful artist right here, who is going to have a wonderful exhibit today. And we look forward to getting some more interviews later on and some of these key peoples. Is there anything else that you would like to say in regards to, you know, shout outs or, you know, urban shout outs that you want to give to somebody, you know, America or Belize or Chicago or New York?
Okay, I'll give a shout out to the Exquisite Court Project in San Pedro. Our folks over there, they're doing pretty good with the film festival, so congratulations, big ups.
I'm glad you mentioned San Pedro. Is that a part of Belize that you're from? Kind of give us what part of Belize are you from?
My mom's from Curacao, but I used to live in San Pedro.
San Pedro.
Yeah, I love San Pedro. It's absolutely gorgeous, and you get people from all parts of the world living in such a small community. And as diverse as it is, everyone gets along just beautifully.
That scenery as a childhood scenery was very influential in your art, basically, correct? These are some things that you had growing up as a child, that you was able to see these natural wonders in Belize.
Yeah, I was very blessed when I was living in San Pedro. Every morning I would walk 1 mile up the beach to my job and come back. And it was just very nice to have that time every day to be with nature, taking all the beauty that Belize has.
Taking all the beauty that Belize has and put it on a canvas at the Consulate General of Belize office located here in Los Angeles. Stay tuned. We're going to talk to some people and get some really understanding of what's going on here. There's a new surge of excitement going on in the Belizean cultural community, and we look forward to be able to bring you more of these type of elements and contents and all a variety of things to keep you more informed and know that you can do it as well. Art exhibit. Log on to your Consulate General office. How can they contact you or find you in the internet? Do you have a website that people can kind of follow up on you and be that particular fan or what?
You can follow me on Facebook, Celeste Peterson, or my blog, Everything Celeste, where you can catch up with what's going on with art and music and fitness, everything that's going on in my world, Celeste.
Wow. Art, music, and fitness. We have some more exclusive conversation to do before this evening is out. We're going to find out a little bit more about those other things that she's doing. Thank you. Tell us about your music.
Well, I grew up being a band geek in high school, and it wasn't very cool. But what I really loved about it is I got to see all the different types of music, the wind instruments, the reeds, the brass instruments. And being a DJ, you get to bring all different genres of music together and blend them together perfectly, create a vibe, create the energy, and that's how you really get the party going. It's really nice to have that influence and that connection with a huge audience.
So you just don't rely upon one thing in your multi-talented range. The DJ and the music genre she's speaking about is more like fusion of bringing all the various elements in to make a different beat. In doing so, the type of beat that needs to be also transcendent in Belize, a different beat, kind of very important. And I heard you mention something about the fitness thing, which is very important right now in Belize, that our fitness need to be more concerned so we can be mindful of those things, ailment that may have taken the life of one of our loved ones and stuff prematurely back in the days because they didn't know how to correct their eating habits and style. And what exactly in the fitness business do you do?
It's funny that you ask what I do with it. I make bikinis for fitness competitors. So,
Wow.
to really appreciate what my clients do, I had to train for a competition myself. And it's very, very strict with your diet, with your exercise. But after being so strict about all those things, then it's really easy to live a relaxed, casual, healthy lifestyle. And it makes me really appreciate what they do.
Wow. Now, do you guys hear the three things she described is all intertwined with having a sustainable appeal, like her artwork. There's a balance here that we need to be attached to and aware of within our own self, that the smallest thing you think that you do that is not important is very important. And this artist right here has exemplified those things by her creativity on the wall and the reason why she's doing it. Find something in your life and find a reason to do it and make a difference in somebody else's life. Well, I want to thank you very much, and I'm so glad. I'm looking forward to understanding exactly your explanations of your artwork today and stuff, and we're going to be able to talk a little bit more with her and get some more information. Woo! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And let me start out because I'm assuming he has handed out his flyers. There's Silvana Torres of Confeca, and they're having events on September 20th and 22nd. Did you hand out?
Yes.
Okay, so we're in good hands. Tomorrow, there's an event tomorrow.
Tea party.
And there's a tea party. And this is at 1343 West 46th Street. It's from 2 to 8 p.m. And if you know anything about the British system of tea parties, they give you half a sandwich, a cup of tea, and so don't go there with empty stomach because you'll be very hungry. I'm serious. I went to a tea party in Belize, and I thought that you were going to get something, little stew beans, white rice, and all that. Tea party, it's truly. That's why it's a tea. But please join Confeca tomorrow. It's a worthwhile fundraising event, and which ultimately will lead up to their two major programs of September 20th and 22nd. Also with us is Winfield Tillett of Cowbell Cricket Club. Where are you? And thank you. I'm assuming you've handed out likewise your flyers, and you are having two test matches on September 1st and September 2nd, right?
And third.
And third too. Y'all getting greedy. But 3 days of cricket. Tell me where it's being held.
At Woodland Park, it's on the flyer.
Okay, it's the information is all on the
All the
flyer.
information is on
So we ask that we support them too.
Oh, the dance is
Um,
at the first. It's small.
And then we have okay, so you all received one. This is what their flyer looks like. And then we are having the consulate. The consulate is having an event that's rather important to this entire community. I just got back from Belize last night, and I spent some significant days in Belmopan asking and encouraging and persuading Beltrade. Beltrade represents the government sector of investment, and DFC, Development Finance Corporation, and they are involved in loans. So this will give you an opportunity, if you're interested in participating in a conference that will in fact highlight small and medium-sized investments in Belize. So that's on August the 25th. We've not identified the location as of yet, but we'll do so, and as soon as we do so, we will in fact take to the airways and do email blasts and what have you. And I'm pleased to announce, because the Vice Consul has just informed me that as of within the next 48 hours, going on to 72, the consulate will have its own Facebook. I must confess, I fought against this for years because you could see some terrible faces on Facebook, but that's all right with me. That's all right with me. And also, on August the 25th, there's a lady by the name of Marva Barrow, who has been truly the story of cancer and its impact, and the fact that she has survived it for such a long time. They're having a fundraising event for her on the 25th. I truly encourage you to attend. We have some flyers someplace in the house with all the information, and I would like to hope you attend. It's a worthwhile fundraiser, and we all know the story of the impact on cancer, not only in our community, but across the nation. We have also with us a representative from the Caribbean community. Could you just yell your name for me before you take that bite? And her name is Marva Herman. And Marva represents Vamos.
I'm sorry, the Caribbean Heritage Organization.
The Caribbean Heritage Organization. They just concluded an honoring program for Caribbean folks some I guess about 4 weeks ago. And so you'll be hearing much more from them. There is a more jewel in things, and one of our favorite dancers in the community, Miss Wells, Charlene. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, I want to really take this opportunity of thanking, what's your name again, little lady there? Helen. Absence. You see, let me tell you what Helen did to us. Helen took off. Helen took off for about a month and a half, frolicking on the beach of Dangrega and on to San Pedro with the big folks. She wasn't even here for her last reception, right? So I want to announce to you that this will be her last public appearance as chair of the cultural desk. I just truly want to thank her. She's now completed. We did fine arts photographers, and now we've completed this process, and we're looking closely at some other culturally related activities that we'll be bringing to you. And I just really truly want to say to Helen, thank you so very much. You were absent for an extended period of time, but that's understandable. Now for the major part of the program, can you kindly come forward and introduce your artist for the day? And let me also talk briefly, I'll mention briefly those folks who made today possible. I have a staff here and with Miss, what's your name again? Mrs. Mackenzie. She serves as our Vice Consul. I'm assuming our Secretary, Tricia Logan, should be here shortly. We have as a part of the task force, the cultural desk, is our Honorary Consul, Ms. Linda Lewis. And also, let me just indicate to you that the person that will be coordinating that investment conference is Miss Marva Lewis, along with Miss Ursuline, and so it's going to be quite an event. Now, having said all that, Kim Hernandez, but Kim, I think, is laboring in the vineyard, and therefore won't be joining us till, I guess, in the next hour.
She's gonna be here like half a minute.
Yeah, in the next hour, or could be in the next minute. Having said all those things, I want to present to you Miss Helen, because had it not been for her, I ain't gonna lie to you, I wouldn't be standing here doing all this stuff. So, Miss Helen.
Thank you. Before I introduce our artists this evening, I just want to say thank you to all of you for supporting the artists and the photographers as well when we had the photography exhibits. If you didn't know, this is the 5th and last exhibit. It started out with what we call the inaugural exhibit that featured works from all of the artists, 5 of them. That started on April 7th. And then Greg Palacio, where is Greg Palacio? Right there. He was the first artist to exhibit solo for 3 weeks. And after him, it was Marcos Larios from San Pedro. And after Marcos, it was, I just drew a blank, Glenda Card.
That's the one you weren't here for.
No, I was here for Miss Glenda. And Isaiah Nicholas right there in the back followed Miss Glenda Card. And now we have Celeste Peterson sitting right here in that beautiful gown. And shortly you will see her works. These are all artists. They're all very talented, and we really appreciate the work they do. And I think that we can show more appreciation to them by supporting them, by purchasing their work and keeping it. Maybe one of these days it might be, be worth a lot of money. We never know. But it's worth more than that, just to be able to say that we have something that represents Belize and comes from a Belizean, very talented person. So again, I would encourage you to support the artists. You can get information about them from the brochure. There's a brochure on the desk outside. Make sure you pick up a copy. Also, please make sure that you sign the sign-in sheet. I know some of you have been here time and time again, but if someone were to pick up the report about Celeste's exhibit, we want to be able to show that there was a substantial guest list and that there were people here. So we really appreciate that. Again, I would like to say a very heartfelt thank you to Mr. Yorke for making all of this possible. I don't know where he gets the energy from to do all of this, but it's truly a wonderful thing to be able to have these type of activities, cultural activities, in the Los Angeles community. So thank you, Mr. Yorke. At this time, I'm going to ask Celeste to tell you a little bit about herself, and then after she's through, then we will have the unveiling of the works.
I just want to thank every one of you for coming out here and spending your Saturday here with me at the exhibit and doing my work. I really appreciate you taking your time to do that, and also supporting Belizean arts. I'm pretty young by the artist standards, so I'm very grateful that I was asked to participate in this. And if it were up to me, if I was just doing art to promote myself, I probably wouldn't take the time to do it, and it probably wouldn't even turn out that good. But since I'm doing it to promote Belize, that really inspires me to really put my all into it, take my time, and do my best. So I really hope that you guys enjoy my work. And again, thank you so much for coming out. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Celeste. Just one last thing. I also wanted to thank everyone else that's involved in this project. For instance, the photographers that have come time and time again to photograph the events. Francis Estrada, who is doing the videoing right now at this time. Clyde Gillett. Where is Kurt Sanchez? Thank you very much, and thank you to everyone else that shows up before you get to all of this. The people that have prepared the food. Celeste, by the way, made the chocolate cake today, which is a hot item. It was really delicious. Yes. And you have enchiladas, courtesy of Linda Lewis today. And Linda has come through time and time again. Kim is exceptional, really, truly exceptional, because she does everything, from cooking to whatever. Okay, so I want to thank everyone, and if I missed you in thanking you, Don't blame me. Still on vacation. Okay, so at this time, and the drummers, the artists, we've had Donkey Man, we've had Jacker Zoo, who's here with us today, Peter Jacker Zoo right there, Jack. Frankie Garcia right there, Chantel. We've also had Georgette Lambie and countless others. And there's Greg Palacio and his band. What's the name of your band again? Libaya Baba. And many others that have contributed to these events. So thank you very much again. And then I will pass you over to Celeste. We're going to go in the other room where we will do the unveiling. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Yorke. Wow.
So with this exhibit, I wanted to really capture Belizean wildlife. If anyone's been living underneath a rock and they still haven't heard about Belize, I want them to be able to walk in this room and get the gist of all the gorgeous animals and the landscapes that we have in Belize. This one is the red-eyed tree frog. I love the color. I loved all the vibrant colors, so that's why I did him. And I think the blue butterfly is very important. If you're going to paint any butterfly, it should be the blue butterfly. They get up to 8 inches wide, so this one isn't too far out. Okay. And this jaguar, I actually did this one maybe 4 years ago. We're doing a show to benefit the cancer center. So, like I said, I'm not very motivated on my own, but since I was motivated to do something that would eventually the money would go to the cancer center, that's why I did it. And my mom loved it so much, she said no one else is allowed to have it. I'm buying it and staying in the house. Of course, the toucan, national bird of Belize, has to be there, and this is the painting Panacea. And again, I chose a lot of acrylic colors because they're very bright and vibrant. I wanted to capture, if you're on vacation in Belize and you go into a gallery, you'd see a lot of the very vibrant, bright acrylic paintings. This is the national bird of Belize, the black orchid. I felt it was important to have this in the exhibit. And this is sunrise in San Pedro. So every day I'd walk to work and I'd get to see that view, and it was just priceless to have that time in my life to enjoy that every day. And then with this one, I was trying to capture Curacao, the seaside in Curacao.
Excellent job.
Thank you.
All of these are for sale. They're actually really reasonable, except the Jaguar, that one's already sold. Just $60, and the reason that I price them so reasonably is because the money goes to the cancer center. So if you love one, you want to pick it up, not only do you have a great painting, you get to support the cancer center in Dangarita as well.
Wow, that's reasonable.
Just before we break away, if you like an agent now, I'm standing behind you.
Do you have extra copies?
They're all originals.
They're all originals, but I can recreate them.
Yes.
Okay.
That one right there.
Okay, well, thank you very much. What's your name?
Absolutely, yeah. Question.
Coming out, everyone.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
With your passion and all that you've done right now, what do you want the world to see through your eyes with these paintings here, as they mean so much to you?
Well, I was really trying to capture Belize and how vibrant it is and how diverse with this exhibit.
Does any one of these particular pictures have a childhood reason and a theme in your life?
I would say the San Pedro sunrise, because I've always wanted to live in Belize, and I got the opportunity to go out and live in the Key. And so when I was able to do that, it was really coming full circle with my childhood dream.
Wow, thank you. Woo! It's been a hot artist display here today at the Consulate Office of Belize here, located in Los Angeles, California. And Miss Celeste Peterson exhibit has been an achievement for her in this particular time, 2012. And we had an opportunity to run into her mother. And we're going to let her say a few things to that audience about her daughter and her daughter exhibit. How you doing this afternoon?
Just fine, splendid. It's a delight to be here.
Would you kindly tell the Belizean community and audience your name and who exactly you are and so forth?
Sure. My name's Adela Peterson. I am the mother of Celeste, the artist we're featuring today. I am also the president of the Consortium for Belizean Development in San Diego. Thank you.
Wow, what an acclimate right there. Fellow Belizean doing big things out here in this big old United States of America, but thinking about those things back home that makes us very unique. We standing in front of one of your daughters painting the Jaguar, and she described this as one of her longest paintings that it took her to make, about 3 years. In this process, were you around and knew what was going through her mind when she was painting this project?
Yes, I was. I'm delighted that she picked the Jaguar because it certainly represents one of Belize's treasure. And it did take a long time for her to create this piece. And for me, it was very special because this is when I saw the unveiling of her true talent. And Celeste really needed to be pushed a little bit to complete this artwork. And it is a masterpiece. And when it was complete, she wanted to auction it off for another cause, and so it was the original, so I just had to have it. So it's my personal original piece from Celeste the artist.
Kind of give us a sense of what this means to you, having your artist display here at the consulate office and your mother in presence.
Oh, it's just great. My mom, she's my biggest supporter, so it's really nice to see her here, of course, supporting me, but also seeing everyone else appreciate my work as well.
Simple answer. And you?
Oh, it's just awesome, so overwhelming. I'm so proud of the work that she does in every way. So
We're proud of her too, and all the things she's done right now. And for those of you who are not familiar with this young lady and what she's capable of doing in her swim line, in her music, in her artist display, and her person as being a human being, a product of Belize that runs through her vein, showing you that anything is possible at this particular time in our life. Wake up, you guys. Wake up, wake up. Now, give us a recap of this wonderful exhibit today. You had a chance to explain your photos. You had a chance to explain your artistic creativity value, and well received by the audience in attendance. And give me what's running through you right now that you have. And mind you, every picture in this wall in this room right now has sold. The green tags are people who put their stamp on it that is sold out right here. This artistic exhibit has been a 100% success because it brought people more closer to the artist. How did you feel by accomplishing in like that?
Well, of course, I was so anxious this whole week leading up to the art show. I was like, are they going to like it? Is it going to be, I don't know, too simple? Did I make enough? But it was very well received. And of course, the biggest compliment is that I was able to sell so many paintings. And of course, that money is going to go on and do really good in the Belize community.
She talked about earlier cancer awareness. She talked about earlier about putting money towards bringing more awareness. And in the midst of a flash, all the paintings are sold just like that to bring more cars. Find something in your life that you guys want to stand behind. Put 100% into it, and you can feel just like Miss Celeste Peterson. What does this mean to bond further your mother and your relationship, seeing that you are picking up where she's passing off information to make you such a involved into the causes that you have chosen in cancer? You know, as we all from your mother has told us that there was a loss in the family that spawned you to this particular level. How does that make you feel?
Well, of course, my mom and I, we do everything together. And it was a few years ago, she took me to the Cancer Center in Dangriga. And at that point, it had only been open a few months. And I was just so inspired by what they were doing. When I had the chance to jump on and actually contribute to that cause, it just meant the world. So, of course, my mom, she was the start of this. She always fostered my artistic ability growing up. So it's only natural that she's here and that we're doing this together, because my mom, she does so much with our Belizean Consortium in San Diego to give back to the Cancer Center. So, of course, it's great that we're here and we're doing this together.
And Mom, your response to that?
Awesome.
Sometimes it takes one word to say the right things in the Belizean community. Awesome. Isn't it awesome that she's taking the cause? Isn't it awesome that she raised a wonderful child to take up the cause? Isn't it awesome that you too can be just as awesome as her? Dig into yourself. Find out your best thing in your life that you can do and do it 100%. Until next time, we're tuning out right here at the Consulate of Belize office located here in Los Angeles, California. Log on, get your information. Come on down here. We're going to put some more beautiful artist work on the wall, and you guys make sure you support. Go to the website, find out the information, do the right thing, support, donate, give, contribute, whatever you got to do, write a letter, say something nice. Till next time, have a wonderful one.